What's going on, y'all? My name's Charlie, and welcome to Go Fast Nation. Welcome to part 2 of how to make a cinematic car video using nothing but a cell phone. This is really in-depth, kind of long, but if you're interested in learning how, watch this, and as long as you have the same editing software I do, or something similar, you shouldn't have a problem. So, I hope you enjoy, check it out, and let me know what you think. I'm using KineMaster, which is a excellent editing program, and it's how I've edited every single one of my videos that I have actually edited myself. Now, look down here, you see this little dot spinning around? That's what I'm going to be using to point at things, to show you what I'm doing. Now, this is my KineMaster home screen. If I wanted to create a new video, I would click on this big button right here. Click on that, choose your aspect ratio, 16:9, and there you go. Now you can start choosing clips. We are not going to do that because I have already started a project right here, subtitled. We're going to click on this portion right here to edit. Brings up what I have done so far. I have selected the music track and I have selected the first clip. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create that cinematic look. So, see my little pointer here? You bring it up here to layer. Go to overlay, and I'm going to scroll up. Cinematic opening. Click on that. Now you can choose different cinematic overlays. I'm going to choose the full screen version, and if you scroll over, which you do by holding and swiping, it opens like an eye. Now, we need to extend this, so you click on it, see how it has the yellow brackets here? You hold the edge, and you can adjust the length. So we're going to adjust it all the way. This is as far as it'll let us go for now because I only have one clip chosen. Scroll back to the beginning. Now, we need to scroll over to where you can see the subject here. Now we need to click on the actual clip. Now this portion right here is the clip. Click on it, see how it highlights yellow? Scroll up in the options here that pop up when you click on it. We're going to go to color filter, right there. I've looked at all of these color filters, and I have chosen my favorite one. You've seen me use it before. It's in basic. I call it good old B14. See how it changes the color over here? Go back to none. You can see how it brightens up. Go back to our color filter. Boom. It gives us that nice mood. I call it a mood because the color temperature and the color filter really brings out the mood of a video. It's like its own setting. And I choose those based on the music. So we're going to click off that, swipe over to the beginning, and let's see what we have so far. Okay, did you hear that? Did you hear how the music went from really tinny sounding to really full? We're going to use that as a cut. Now don't worry, I will be coming back to the rest of this. But right now, where you tell where that is, you know, the lettering makes it really hard to see, but you see my little dot here? In this area, you see the music get, the sound bar here get really big and wavy. That means that there's more sound coming through. You can notice, like, swipe over, slide over, see how it gets really, like, dim and narrow right there? That's where you can tell the music really starts to kick in. So, what we're going to do is we're going to listen. Okay, right there. So now we know it's right about here. It's hard to tell with the lettering. We're going to click on the video. See how it highlighted in yellow. Now, the little scissors right here, we're going to click on the scissors. See where it says split at playhead? Click on that. Now, what we do, we can either click off and choose another clip to throw in from our menu here, or what we can do, click off of that, go, click on the back arrow, back out of that. Now we've got our split. See how it has that little plus? You can add a transition, which I'm not going to do in any of these unless, I feel that it could use a transition. So we notice how it's slowly scrolling over and then the music kicks in. So I'm going to pan over to where the car is fully in screen. Click on the clip again. Click our little scissors. Trim to the left of playhead. That will trim from here. You see my little dot where this line is? Trim from there all the way to where we made our cut. Over here. Trim to the left. Boom. Now, I don't like how far away the car is. So, what I'm going to do, see this little dealio right here? Click that. That's pan and zoom. Now, you click, see where it says start position and end position? I want to start tight on the car. So I'm going to use my thumbs. I can't do this with the pen. I'm going to zoom in really tight. And you see over here, watch this area. It expands and retracts as I'm zooming in. Got to be careful because you notice if I zoom, like pan way over, this half of the screen is black. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, make the car really tight in frame, in position. See how it goes all the way out? We're going to go right back, boom, to where the car is big in frame again. Back. Now, what we have here is a transition. And you see how it pops big into frame in time with the music? That's important. What I do is very important to sound. Visuals have to match the audio. So, now that we have that transition and we have our establishing shot done, let's see where we want to cut it. So I'll start over. Okay, did you hear when she started to sing? We're going to go ahead and use that as another cut point to a different transition shot. Or, I'm sorry, different establishing shot. So, see how I'm adjusting everything down here? We're going to find where she starts to sing. I think it's right there. If you're looking down here at the audio line, the equalizer bar. So let's find out if I was right. Yep, I was right. So right there, we're going to make another cut. Click on the video again. Click on your scissors again. Now, this time, I'm going to trim to the right of playhead. See how it erased everything in that video clip? Right where we cut? That is because we've already seen that long enough. We're already, 15 seconds into the video? I do it slow at first because I like to ramp up the effects, the cuts, everything as the music grows in volume, in pace, in fullness, I guess, because you've got slow, you've got easy going, and then all of a sudden, boom, the bass drops, you've got all of your really cool music going, and then you've got the effects to go along with it. That's when everything starts to speed up and get a lot more technical. So, we've made our cut, and we're going to click off. So right here, we've got, oh, see, we don't want that. Well, maybe we do. Let's see. All right. That's kind of a cool effect. I think I'm going to leave that. Now, let's add another clip. I'm sorry. I clicked up here on the media button. Click up here on the little three bars, or three dots, I mean. You got picture, you got video. I'm going to click on videos. That makes it a lot simpler to sort through all of this mess, because I've got a bunch of stuff. So, focus only on videos. Okay, we already have this one done. I don't know if you can see my little dot. See it right there? Right here. Move it up. We already have right here. Now we're going to move on to our next shot, which is this one. Click the check mark. Everything that you add, you're going to have to click on it. You're going to have to click this little sound speaker deal. Mute the audio, otherwise it's going to have all of the background noise in this crazy slow motion, and it's not going to work. So back out. Now go back to color filter, back to basic, back to good old B14, right there. Now we have our color filter, and we have no audio, which I have already done. See how it's got the little red dot? I've already done that to our previous clip. So here, we've got our no audio, we've got our color filter in place. Now, notice our cinematic opening bar isn't all the way, so extend that a little bit further. So, let's watch what we have. See how that went perfectly with the music? Okay, you're saying to yourself, well, that doesn't look very good. So, what we're going to do, go back to our transition, click on our clip, remember the pan and zoom button, click on that. Besides, we don't want, oops, never mind the volume thing, that was my pinky touching it. We don't want this guy right here in our shot. So, again, pinch and zoom. Click the ending point. We like that ending point. That's a good spot to end. Well, actually, let's center the car up a little bit. All I did was use my thumb and swipe down a little bit. So click the check mark. Now, let's see what we have now. Now you see how it's got that nice pan and zoom. Okay, that's a good effect. We like that. Now, let's listen for another apt spot to transition. Okay, after she said, baby, I'm wasted, or whatever she said, we're going to use that. Now, you listen for the beat, the boom, boom. The bass drum, the bass hit is where I'm going to be using a lot of my transitions. So listen for it. Okay, here I went boom, boom, and then she said, all I want. We're going to use that all I want as a nice spot to cut, because you don't want to linger on this. This isn't important. This scene is not important. The scene that's important is the car. This is merely used as location establishing shots. So we're going to find it on our sound bar down here, right? See my little dot? We're going to find it down here. And I think It's going to be right here. Let's see if I'm right. Yep. Once you do this long enough, you can tell just by looking at it where your transitions are going to be. So, again, you click on your clip. Click on your scissors. Split at playhead. Now, again, we're going to use this to rotate. Now, the car's right there. So let's go ahead and just out of frame, trim to the left. Boom, we have our next cut. So, now what's it look like? Okay, the car's coming in, but it's still a little dry at that beginning point. So let's choose a different spot to come in on. I'm going to go ahead, let's bring the front end of the car into play. Now, click on it, click on the scissors, trim left. So, notice we still have our same transition point, it's just a different spot in that clip. Now, you're saying, well, that doesn't look very good, Charlie. I agree. Click on the clip, go to pan and zoom. You see where our starting position is? We don't want that. We are going to zoom out, again, using my thumbs, pinch and zoom, and we're going to bring the car up back into the frame. So, click our check mark. Let's go back and see how it transitions. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Everything is in time with the music. And another little cheat code you can use, if you want to use certain spots, like the same spot in the count of the music, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the song, you can look, see my little squiggly dot here, you can look at how long these are, and you can try to visually match to your next cut. Or, like I said before, use the audio, the equalizer bar down here, the audio bar, to find what you're looking for. So again, notice how the pattern is. You see here, it's got that same pattern right here. So we're going to utilize that as a guess. Scissors, split at playhead. We're going to jump to where the car's fully revealed, right there. Again, trim to the left. Come on, trim to the left. There you go. Check mark. And now we've got the car revealed. Now, let's see. Let's watch this little sequence to see how it looks. I like that. It looks good. It's got cool motion. Everything's in motion, and it looks really good. Now, we're going to cut it right there. If you look down here, this little dot is really hard to see. Look right here, you'll see that right there, it's that same little pattern again. Remember our little pattern? You can see it right there. Oops, we don't want to highlight that. Slide over right about where it should be, right there. Click on our video, hit the scissors, trim to the right, check mark. Now, we're going to go to our next clip. Media folder, click on videos. Okay, where's our next clip? Okay, it's going to be right here. These, if you remember from the previous video, are the medium shots. So again, audio mute, check mark, click on it again, color filter, good old B14, boop, there we go. Now we have everything ready to start working on this clip. So let's check to make sure that our transition is in time with the music. Nope, it was not. So how do we fix that? Well, pretty simple. You click on your clip here, and you're saying, well, it came after where you want it. So you click and hold, and you just drag it back a little bit. Let's see if that worked. Better, slightly off. Just adjust it just the tiniest little bit. Perfect. Perfect. So for this initial portion of the song, we're going to be pretty much doing the same thing. So I will spare you that, and we will go ahead and get into the more exciting portion of it. Alright guys, I'm going to step in right here. I actually got done editing that entire thing, and it ends up being 52 minutes long. So I'm going to make this 3 parts. So thank you for watching part 2, and stay tuned for part 3 of how to make a cinematic video with nothing but your cell phone, where we conclude this madness. So I'm going to make these a little bit closer together. That way you don't have to wait, 2 weeks to see the whole thing. So anyway, if you liked the video, smash the like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, and we will catch you with the conclusion.